Hey guys, how you doing? Happy New Year, happy new month, happy new you. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for clicking on our video. I think this is the second video this year we are doing. We are also trying to get used to the new year, saying 2024 instead of 2023. So yes, but as usual, we have food for you guys. We have food because this is Aurelia's kitchen. So we hook you up with dope recipes for you to try out. And today I am trying out something I have never done before. I've always wanted to do this, but I think I've never gotten a chance to do this. So today I am doing meal prep, and it's for a reason. Yes, I don't think on normal circumstances I would do meal prep, but it really helps. It really helps in preparing large batches of food, storing them. So you just freeze them, then unfreeze, warm them up, and just have your meals. So they really come through. And since I've done this, I think I will be doing it more and more often, just to save up on time and other things. So today I'm meal prepping for my husband. Yes, I'm meal prepping for my husband because I'm leaving for a trip that I'll be gone for about a week. So of course I cannot leave him like that. I had to prepare something for him because he's a busy man. So he won't be able to be cooking. So I just did some meals for him, which is just going to be warming them up, taking them out of the fridge, warming them up, and eating. So lake tu ni kula, yeah, ni kukula tu. So also leave a comment on the comment section, let me know how I did. Since this being my first time meal prepping, I actually wanted to prepare more things, but because of time and other things, I was quite busy, so I wasn't able to prepare as much as I could. But this will do. This will at least push him for some time. So I have some growing spinach here. Let me pick some so I can prepare them. So this is what I managed to get out of my garden. So I got some collard greens, some sukuma wiki, and some traditional veggies. So the first thing I started preparing is the collard greens or the sukuma wiki. So I just went in with the onions, some oil, fried them up until translucent, added some salt. You can add in some seasoning cube to this. Then go in with your tomatoes, cook this up until the tomatoes are mushy and quite cooked. Then add in your collard greens. Yes, your collard greens or your sukuma wiki. Then I love my sukuma wiki mixed with some spinach, so I went in with the spinach at the end just because spinach is soft to cook. Then our sukuma and spinach vegetables are ready. So next thing I went with some traditional veggies. So I went in with some ghee just for the creamy taste, because I wanted it creamy and peanutty. So onions, tomatoes, some tomato paste there, fried them up, added my peanut powder, so this is ground peanuts, added them in there, cooked them for a bit, and then added my greens, my traditional veggies. So I used some terere, some yeah, I'll link them up in the description box. Then I added some coconut cream to this, just because I told you I wanted something creamy, and something very rich for these traditional veggies. So that's what I was going for, because I wanted a different taste between the collard greens or the sukuma wiki and these traditional veggies, so that he can also like differentiate the two and not get bored of greens. So if you're ever making your greens, you can go this way. It's quite delicious. This is actually quite delicious. If you don't like greens, that is something that you will love making. Then the next thing we made is a breakfast option, that is some oats. So I went in with some oats. I made some granola using a frying pan. If you have never known how to make granola using a pan, here is a recipe. Here is a free recipe for you to try out. So just toast your your oats in your pan until they're fragrant and they start turning a bit brown. Then when they start turning a bit brown, add in your seeds. So I added some chia seeds. You can add any other seeds that you like, sunflower seeds, any other seeds that you like. So you toss them a bit so that they can cook and become also crunchy and tasty. Then go in with your simsim. So this is simsim or sesame seeds. Again, toss them. Then when they are perfectly toasted, add in your butter or your margarine. Then mix them up well to combine. Make sure it's all well combined. Then add in some sugar. This is completely optional. You can use honey instead of sugar, or you can just do away with the sugar and just make them the way they are. Then the salt, again, balances everything and makes this granola very, very tasty. You should try this out. Whenever you're making your granola, just make sure you add in a pinch of salt just to balance all the sugar. Then I went in with some baobab powder just to give it the taste, the color, and also for the health purposes. Next up, I added some coconut flakes to my granola. And my granola was ready at that point. I just let it cool and put it in the jars. So the next thing I am making is some egg muffins. This is another breakfast option that I wanted him to have instead of the regular bread and butter, So I did some egg muffins there. We have some spring onions, some colored pepper, some carrots, some bacon. Then you can add in some sausages to this. Then your eggs. So you need to use a lot of eggs just to get definition in your muffins, because you're baking this up to form something very filling. So you need about 4 eggs minimum for this recipe. So mix everything up to combine, add in some salt to taste, add in some cheese. I added some cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese is best for this recipe. Then oil up your muffin tray just to avoid it from sticking when you're cooking, because remember it's like you're cooking eggs but in a muffin tray, so you need the oil. Then fill in your mixture, your egg vegetable mixture, in the muffin trays and bake that up for about 15 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Then your egg muffins will be ready. The next step is a lunch or dinner, because my husband rarely takes lunch because he eats late breakfast. So this he can eat either for lunch if he feels like it, late lunch, or dinner. So this is some egg fried rice. So I started off with some spring onions. Spring onions is so perfect for your fried rice. Remember, you can use your red onions, but spring onions bring out the taste so much. So fry in your spring onions, add in your eggs, add in your vegetables, cook them up until you're satisfied with the crunch. You can leave them crunchy if you like it crunchy, then add in your rice, cook it up to combine everything well, then add in your soy sauce. Soy sauce is very important when you're making fried rice, and it's absolutely easy. Fried rice is like the easiest thing to make, easy and very fast and very filling, and it has like protein, vegetables, and everything. So the next thing we made is some coconut beans. So I already had some boiled beans in the freezer. I usually batch make my beans, store them in the freezer, then just cook them up. So I made some coconut beans as you saw there. And the next thing I was making is some beef mushroom sauce. Beef mushroom sauce, just to go well with the rest of the meals. And this I think he will really love. I don't think I've ever made this recipe in the house, but okay, I don't know. I can't remember, but I think this he will really love. So go in with your onions, no tomatoes in this recipe. Onions, garlic, fry them up, add in your beef. Make sure your beef is well cooked or boiled beforehand. Then add in your mushrooms, cook them up until they are well cooked. Then add in your cream. So remember, this is a creamy taste that you want here. So add in enough cream. If you don't have cream, you can make a roux or some bechamel sauce using some flour and milk. But I only had cream, so and I was in a hurry, so I just made using the cream, and definitely came out really tasty. Yeah, that's basically how you make the beef mushroom sauce, and it's absolutely amazing. The next thing I made was some meatballs. I wasn't able to record the whole process, but I made some meatballs in some very rich tomato and basil sauce. Then the next or last thing that I made is some matoke. So this is some peanut matoke that I made, which was also very, very delicious. You can imagine the taste of matoke and peanut. So this is what I prepared. So here we have some kienyeji mix. So this is some creamy, peanutty kienyeji mboga. Kienyeji mboga is basically traditional green veggies made up of managu, kunde, what is this famous mboga called? Chicha, terere, yes. I don't know what they're called in English, but I'll try searching them up and putting them somewhere there on the description box. So this is some traditional veggies. Here we have some creamy beef and mushroom sauce or stew. And then here we have a breakfast option. So I basically did breakfast, lunch, stroke dinner, so that when he wakes up he can just have something to eat and maybe push through until lunchtime or evening or late lunch. Then so this, we have here some egg muffins, which came out really delicious and really perfect. Then here we have some egg fried rice, which looks amazing. Then here we have some peanut matoke. Yes, some peanut green bananas in peanut sauce. And here we have some fish fillet, fried fish fillet that I coated with some flour. It's all delicious, you know. Then here we have some coconut beans, then some meatballs in sauce. Then here we have some green collards, or sukuma wiki. Then plain rice there. Then also this is another breakfast option, so we have pancakes. We have lots of pancakes here that he can have. Then lastly we have these granola. I basically just made this granola especially for breakfast, so he can just have this with some yogurt and fruits, and that will push him through and give him so much energy. So here we have some oats, chia seeds, some baobab flour, some coconut flakes, and you know, all that goodness. Then these are potatoes. I wasn't able to prepare them because I just thought if I fried them they would have shrinked up, so I just cubed them, left them in water. Then when he's ready to eat, he'll just fry them up. Now that there's an air fryer, guys, I have an air fryer if you don't know and we have recipes for that. So he'll just fry this up in the air fryer. Then we also have some spaghetti pasta. So I also wasn't able to prepare this, so he'll just pop this up real quick and have it maybe with the meatballs or something. So that is what I prepared, guys. What do you think? What do you think? How did it all turn out? I think I did good. I think I did good, eh? Sindio, guys, Sindio. Oh, I forgot. I also have some desserts here. So these are cake pops that he can just chew on maybe when he's missing me, just to give him the sugar rush and make him work harder. So this is basically some dessert to have with all this meal. So guys, that was it. What do you think? How did I do? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my meal prep. I hope you have learned a few things or two, some new recipes for your meal preps. So also, when you're doing meal preps, please do not prepare the normal ugali skuma things, you know. Just try to be more specific, more creative with your recipes. Yeah, I hope some of these recipes will inspire you to try out in your next meal prep. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Let's grow together. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly do subscribe to our channel and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.